3646, está autorizado direto Vitor Tango 007.
Vitor Tango 007 na 3646.
Stroke 1, continue descent to fly level 150.
Descending to flight level 150, stroke 1.
Center 5524, I'll be back in 6 about.
Roger, 5524. Regina 1233. Argentina 1233, leaving my airspace, coordinate on advisory frequency 1228. Have a nice flight, bye bye.
122 Desno Ada, Cantina 1233, obrigado, boa noite.
Righty.
524, before I go, can we fly direct on roof, unit for my Romeo, unit for Bravo.
Sobremodulou.
Com cockpit 0825, passei a inspeção nível de voo 280.
Sim, sem restrição, subindo direto a 280, o home cockpit 0825.
Tá 3646, continua descendo nível de voo 120.
120 para 3646.
Center 5524, before I go, can we fly direct on Bravo intersection, unit for Mike Romeo, unit for Bravo.
Hey firm, 5524, clear direct to Bambu.
Yes, I'm Brit, actually. Unit for my Romeo, unit for Delta, thank you, 45524.
Yep, that's approved, 5524. Roger, tap 816, standby.
Centro, é o home cockpit 0306, está na espera da alta.
0306 está autorizado o cruzamento, pista no 1, necessita backtrack no 5.
Autorizado o cruzamento pista
0306 necessita de backtrack, pista no 5.
0306 não necessita de backtrack.
Ciente, 0306, reporta pronto.
With you.
0306 vai reportar.
A última hora que chamou, reporta de novo. Delta Lima Golf 23, continue to descend to fly level 100.
Down to 100, Delta Lima 23.
Delta 3646, chama controle Vitória, 119, decimal 85.
Esperava 85 para 3646.
Gol 0406, descendo orbital no Alfa, nível de voo 120. Ono 491, curva esquerda para 230 para sequenciamento. 491 para 230.
Good evening, Eva Center, Glow 1046, ready to descend, and with you, so final 250.
1046, descend via the Azalo 1 Alpha arrived, runway 20 left.
Descend via the Alpha 1 Alpha arrival 20 left, so 1.
Stroke 1, request further descent, please.
Stroke 1, continue descent to flight level 120.
Continue descent to flight level 120, stroke 1.
Delta Lima Golf 23, contact Victoria Control on 119.85.
What's your control on 119.85 by Delta Lima Golf 23?
Sim. Delta 3640, prepara a chegada Mickey no Alfa, pista 02 em Vitória.
Vai preparar mais que no Alfa para 02, voltando para ele. Mesmo agora.
Cockpit 0306, autorizada a decolagem, pista do 5, vento 1, 00 graus, 4 nós.
0306, autorizada a decolagem.
Paulista 2148, continua descida para 4.000 pés, PNG 013, aguarde LS X-Ray.
Continua descida para 4.013, aguarde LS X-Ray, Paulista 2148.
Stroke 1, contact Victoria Control on 119.85.
119.85, stroke 1, bye bye.
That's because I'm muted. So anyway, I'm not going to go back through all that, but essentially let me just say that I was looking at all the different aircraft carriers that come into Santos Dumont, and the one that makes me want to buy that E190 is the Azul. But anyway, and I was just trying to answer Bush Pilot Jesse. Basically, I have looked into it a little bit, but it's not really something that interests me too much right now. I'm just not a big AI ATC fan. I think the technology is super interesting though, and it's getting better and better and better. I do think it has its place, but right now I just can't. I can't justify the price, and I also can't really justify the hard drive space. I know that they've made a version of it available for free now, which is cool. Thanks for the heads up on that, by the way, Shuzi. I'm pretty much a pro streamer.
Gol no 368, no ideal desse avião que está no Alfa por nível de voo 190.
I think from the people that I do really trust that have, like, are truly testing it out, like, what they tell me is that it's getting closer, you know, to being something that is quite good, which is amazing when you think about, like, all the variables that go into air traffic control and dealing with pilots and all that stuff. Yeah, the monthly subscription was just a little out of my price range. That really was a blessing, because when it first came out, that was when I was quite interested in it. And had it been a little cheaper, or had it been a standalone purchase, like, I might have grabbed it. But as I held off and kind of went without it for a while, and I realized, I don't really miss it. Right, you know, like, I never had it, so it's not like you miss it, but it's like I was kind of glad I didn't get it. And then as I watched other people fly it, I was like, yeah, or use it. I mean, I was like, yeah, it's not quite there yet, but yes, this is true, Kevin. That's right. If you gotta hear this, you also need the dulcet tones. Alright, we're just about to Dijon, and we'll make that check-in.
Go 1046, continue descent via the Avalo 1 Alpha, arrival to 6,000.
Yeah, I love the real ATC. I love the live. I love the knowing it's a person, the connection. I love getting to know controllers. That part of it I just really like. And but what you're talking about with being like someone who doesn't do VATSIM, like having something like Say Intentions or one of the other tools, like that would be a great use of that. While you're learning how to talk to ATC, you're learning the, you know, because Downwind Sim will tell you, because he has say intentions, he'll tell you what's good about it is that it literally is, it's from the ground up. Like in VATSIM, you don't always have ground up control. Kind of like us tonight, you know, we had a center controller, but we didn't have tower or approach or anybody else. But with say intentions, you got it all, like from clearance delivery all the way up to the very top end. So you learn every aspect of how to talk to ATC, and that side of it is pretty good. Yeah, you just don't like having changed through all the frequencies. Yeah. So that part of it I think is really good, and then again, I just think the entire interface, like, it's just only going to get better, right? Like, you're looking at the worst version of say intentions ATC right now, and it's not bad as it is. So perhaps it'll be something later on down the road that I look into more carefully. Is VATSIM good for practice? Yeah, 100%. Like, that's how I learned how to talk to ATC. And so, Jesse, I don't know if you joined our GA group, Virtual USA Flying Club, but that is a big part of what we do. Is we work on that aspect of communicating with ATC. VATSIM is great. I love it. ICAO is another network, and it's another, you know, like if you fly over in Europe a little bit more, or actually South America, I guess, has a really strong ICAO network. But the thing I like about them is it's free. It is free. And they are, like, it used to be a little bit of a Wild West situation. Now they're weeding the people out that really aren't serious about flight sim, you know, like just the guys that are just trying to, like, they think everything's Grand Theft Auto. Like, those people have a hard time getting accounts, because you do have to pass a little bit of a test, which is, you know, a great way to learn how to communicate. But yeah, awesome, Bush Pilot Jesse. Now, you do have to have a VATSIM ID, so before we get you too far, I should have mentioned that. So we may have to postpone your membership until you get that squared away. But once you get that, and it's not much. I mean, if you have a little bit of a aviation background, and they give you all the materials, once you get that test passed, you be a part of VATSIM, and then you can tap into all kinds of resources. There's a bunch of stuff, like not only our club, but like the Boston Virtual Wings program is awesome. I've went through that twice. The VATSTAR has a program. The Pilot Club has a program. I mean, there's a lot of them.
You are cleared for the RMP Foxtrot, runway 20 left, report on final.
Anyway, so we'll get you in the loop, Jesse, as you go, man. There's no hurry, obviously, but that's step one. Get yourself a VATSIM account, and then, man, we'll point you in the right direction. All right. Center, hello again. TAP 816. We're now crossing over Dijon at 320.
TAP 816, Curitiba Center, hello. You can expect the Avalo 1 Alpha arrival for runway 20 left, or the Foxtrot.
All right. Also 1 Alpha, runway 20 left, and RMP Foxtrot, TAP 816. Man, it was nice of that controller to give me that that little heads up there. I think he probably was listening to the stream, maybe. All right. Okay, so we're cleared on the approach, and so I'm going to go ahead, and I need to get some destination data in here, and then we need to start the descent here. So I no ATC at this airport, or sorry, no ATIS at this airport, but we do have our 8ish from Simbrief. Our weather update QNH is 1016.
0306, prepara a chegada do VEV3 Alpha PLS pista 11.
Temperature right now is 23. And for this guy, we have a barrow of what?
Sem problema, 0825 desconectou para mim, eu perdi contato com ele.
Centro Azul 9350, ideal de descida para São Paulo.
700.
Azul 9350, dessa avião que está no Alfa, nível de voo 190.
All right, we're going to be approach 142, landing 137. Sounds good. All right. I need to be down to... Whoops. Let's check our arrival here. Check our altitude restrictions. It looks like below 230 at Tokum, between 10 and 8 at Getvu, below 8 at Gympie. So let's just check all those. That's good. That looks good. Getvu,
1046, sorry,
Gympie,
you're cleared
yep,
RMP
that's
Foxtrot
good.
via Gallup. You can send via the
7,000 at Zula and 6,000 at Gelut. So 7,000 Zula, yep, and 6. That looks awesome.
When ready, descend via the Azalu 1 Alpha arrival, just 6,000 feet. QNH is 1016.
Oh, right. When ready, descend via the arrival down to 6,000 feet. TAP 816. Portugal 816. So I'm going to just hold on and let it follow the track down here. Use guys.
Centro Curitiba, muito boa noite. Speedbird 28 Charlie, mantendo o nível 600.
Close enough. Let's do a descent mode here.
Speedbird 22 Charlie.
I'll start heading down. Oh, there we go. Nope, that's the wrong place.
Mantém o 600, Speedbird 28 Charlie.
And there's a lot of really good places to fly down here. Never fails to amaze me. I'm going to preset this 1016.
Vai chamar a Vitória no 1985, valeu Marcelo, abraço.
Transition level
Valeu, demais.
is determined by ATC, but they're saying 7,000 is what you can expect. So unless we hear something different, we'll plan 7,000. Okay, awesome. Destination data is in. Thanks for the reminder.
Bravo, Fox, Hotel Saint.
It's all fine. All right, let's work through, and forgive me guys, I'm gonna get a little bit busy here. Let's work through descent. Check. We've got our McDo set up. I'm gonna go an auto brake of medium here, fairly short runway. I don't ever have, I need to get some like real performance calculations to do my auto brake, because I always just pick medium or low, and based on how long the runway is. Barrel is preset, cabin signs on, lights are going to come on through 10. Speed brake, we can go ahead and arm that guy. I need a little bit better view here to do that. Okay, awesome. My descent check, before descent checklist is complete. I would say it's also another option for you, Jesse, and again, this is a payware option, is pilot edge. I think, and I haven't really ever done pilot edge, so I've just listened to other simmers that have done it. I think pilot edge is probably the most realistic ATC that there is. Its downfalls are that it's a subscription and it only covers like the western half of the United States right now, so that's its limitations. But if you fly, from kind of like Salt Lake Center west, you basically have live ATC 24/7 at every controlled field, so it's really quite a deal. And they try to match 100% realistic procedures, all that, everything. So like if you're already paying $20 a month for, say, intentions, you might consider paying, because it's about that for pilot edge. Not 24/7. Iowa Scotsman corrects me on that. I am sorry. I was under that misconception there, Ron. Pardon me. What are the coverage hours then? I'll stop spreading misinformation.
1423, desça viu que está no alfa, para dividir voo 200, mantenha no máximo 250.
250 nós, 200, voo 14.
Go 1046, confirmer. Do you have visual with the field? That's 4 miles at your 2 o'clock.
I'm trying to look also here, Iowa Scotsman.
We have visual.
Go 1046, clear to land.
Well, it'll have all that.
Left.
It'll have all that information there, Jesse, if you're interested.
1016.
8 to 11. Okay, so 7 days a week. That part's right, but not 24/7. Hey, Brett. Still, a pretty good. I think overall, pretty good. Like a lot of guys I know, that's all they will fly is pilot edge, and they really get their money's worth. So Central Time's like 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Brett, we're getting ready to load up into Papua New Guinea here once we get on the ground. If you're interested, the PC-6 got an update, so we're going to go check it out.
Tango Bravo Fox Hotel, perdão, só mais instante, só trouxe 2 aeronaves aqui. Aeronave 350, chama o controle de São Paulo no 119.6.
Yeah, baby. It's been a while.
119.6, boa noite.
Thought it might be kind of fun. We're going to try to make it down safely to Santos Dumont first, though. That's going to be a challenge. There's Tokum. We're supposed to be below 230. And, we're going to be there. We're doing good. We're on the track. We're on the navigational track. Can't get too crazy with descent because, again, terrain, TWAS. We might be the only ones going into Santos tonight. As I look at it, there's somebody on the ground down there, but a couple guys on the ground, I guess. Oh, a departure. I take that back. They are closed on most major holidays. Gotcha.
Maintain a missed approach procedure for now.
56000, maintain a missed approach procedure.
Alright. We're chasing the nav track just a little bit, but we're not going crazy trying to grab it. Speed looks good. We're doing all right overall. Doing all right.
Bravo Fox Hotel, pista Essa 20 esquerda em uso, tem condição de realizar a Evicox no Charlie até Tivolo?
These guys, by the way, down in Brazil, they have a nice event that they run on
Pela
Fridays
questão de
from
consumo
time
de
to time as
combustível,
well.
a rota DCT seria
Air
mais rápida
Bridge
para mim.
event.
Sem problema, Bax, Bravo Fox Hotel. Eu não tinha visto que estava de helicóptero. Ele não aparece para mim, o tipo de equipamento. Ele não reconhece o helicóptero, sem problemas. Bravo Fox Hotel, transponder 3425, acionamento a critério, está autorizado o plano para São José, mantendo 0.
Yeah, you're right. Iowa Scotsman's
090, pista
It's like
20
be
Lima,
closed-
transponder 3425.
be closed on
Bravo
Monday.
Fox Hotel.
from 8 to 5
Bravo
p.m.
Fox Hotel, veiculada presente ou prefere táxi até
Open up on
Vai iniciar os motores
Christmas
aqui.
Eve. Yeah, no, I get it.
Ciente, Bravo Fox Hotel, reporta pronto.
It's going to be
Tá pronto, Bravo Fox Hotel.
that's probably an interesting scheduling arrangement there, isn't it?
Go 1046.
I'm wondering
right
if any of
heading
those
270.
controllers receive part of that subscription for their time. I wonder, or if they're also
1046, expect a
primarily
new,
voluntary,
approach via Gellert
and
for
the
our
subscription just
Foxtrot.
supports the software and
Approach again via Gillett, RP function.
all the computers that I'm sure it takes to run that stuff.
Go no 491, chama o controle São Paulo no 119, decimal 6, boa.
They do get paid. That's cool. I wondered, and I kind of hoped that was the case. I do know that they really do recruit some very excellent controllers for that platform.
Curitiba, candidato a promoção do reclamante.
Canadá 479 Grato, prepara a chegada ao Octal no Alfa, pista do 7 direita.
O que tá no Alfa, no 7 direito, Canadá 479.
Go 1046, turn right heading 290.
Right heading 290.
Down we go, down we go. Things are looking pretty good, I think. We need to be between 10 and 8 at Getvu. And we need a little more drag, huh? That's our... Alright, we'll put some boards out here. See if we can't slow it down just a bit. Slow down and go down. Try to get that. There we go. There's our descent marker back where it needs to be. That's going to be good. Again, guys, if you are interested in flying along in PNG, that's the airport that I'm going to be spawning in. I'm using the Orbix Highlands. I don't remember which. There's 3 packs. I have them all. I don't know which one of the packs that guy is a part of, but that's where I'm going to start. And I don't have a plan necessarily. I mean, I kind of do. Like I put, what did I put? Yawan to Yalumet, but
Center 5524 is back.
I don't know if I'm going to make it to Yalumet or not. We're going to just kind of see what's out there and
Thank you, Emirates.
fly until I get worn out. But there's a lot of places to hit there, by the way. You've been supplementing them without flying on the network for a few years. Well, you know, it's a worthy charity there, Ron. And hats off to you, sir. That's hilarious. I have a few of those myself. I do indeed. My biggest charity I'm supporting right now is Adobe. I hardly am ever on Photoshop, Lightroom, any of those tools that I pay whatever $12 a month for. I really need to get back into that.
That's beyond my
cancel
airspace,
it.
but there's no controller there, so feel free.
Roger 5524, so we are flying direct with it.
All right, so just to kind of get myself up to speed, we come in here, we make this left-hand turn to Galut. That's the initial fix, and then at that point in time, we should get a little bit of a vector. We are
Go 1046, clear direct Galut, and cleared R9.
we are over here.
The Foxtrot.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that we'll be kind of vectored out here, and then no, we're landing south, so we'll be vectored up north and then come back in runway 20. Let's just find that approach just to make sure. RNAV Foxtrot 20 left. RNAV Echo.
Curitiba 22 Charlie, se puder já adiantar o nosso procedimento de chegada para Guarulhos, pois daqui a alguns minutos já vai estar no ideal de descida.
Oh no, we don't get vectored north. We pretty much stay on track. We just turn in here.
Para chegada em Paulo Alto,
And,
pista no 0 direita.
Eval no Alfa, plano 2 direito, Curitiba 22 Charlie, vai descer aqui a...
And down to 3,000 here. We got to be 4,800 at Romeo Juliet
No ideal,
946.
voo 300.
And then at RJ 107, we start to turn inbound. Max 160, got to be slowed down. I think that's the thing I remember from my only other attempt into this airport was speed is critical, because then you got to really honk around here. Hard right-hand turn, 20 left. So 160, 3,000, and then 941, we got to be all the way down to our MDA, which is was 700, I think. Yeah, 1980, then down to 700. So there you go. That's us, my friends. I'm just going to leave that up. I think the airplane is going to fly the approach just fine on its own. I think my spaceship knows which way to go, as David Bowie would say. Alright, speed brake is off. We are, speed-wise, we're good. We are arming the spoilers. I'm going to go ahead and go turn the landing systems on. And we are at Galut. We're going to activate the approach. It'll actually, for us, since we're on an RNAV, but it'll activate automatically for us. But, oh, this is kind of nice, guys. Loving these clouds. Even though I have the cloud levels turned down to like potato, it still looks pretty good. Air Portugal. Alright, 7,000. Yep, it wants us to go to local altimeter here, 1016. We've got that set. We're on our way down to 6,000. And I don't see any ATC specific to our airport, so we're just going to stay with center the whole way down, which is okay with me. They're kind of closing up shop, it looks like.
Portugal 816 via Gallup, you're cleared for the RNP Foxtrot, runway 20 left.
Via Gallup, cleared for the RNAV RNP Foxtrot 20 left approach, Air Portugal 816. I'm hoping Beethoven's went to bed. He was expecting a nice, buttery smooth landing here, but maybe I've lulled him into... Maybe he's at least fallen asleep on his easy chair. Because this is going to be more of a... I have a bad feeling, more of like an F-14 landed on the Ronald Reagan type carrier landing. Alright, level at 7 and 6, so I'm going to go ahead and just dial in a couple of these altitudes, right? Like I need to be down to basically down to 2,000 here at a certain point, then down to actually 700. If I can get visual before that time, oops, didn't mean to do that. I wanted to go to, there we go. If I can get visual before I can make that final turn, I'm going to do it. Oh man, still here. Dang it, Beethoven. Now would be the time I would recommend a bunch of other Twitch channels to watch. like our friend Slant Alpha, man. He's flying the DC-6. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. That's right. That's right. Skill. I got skills to pay the bills, buddy. Man, there's a lot of folks streaming tonight. That's pretty cool. Tuesday night. Who'd have thunk it? Okay. I'm expecting one more little step down here. Ooh, there's a little bit of a sim. Chunky. Big chunk face. I don't know if that's a weather update or what's going on there, but I tell you what, I'm going to stay inside. The less my sim has to load, the better at this point. So it's heading to 6, alt armed,
5524, go ahead.
local QNH set.
Can we climb and maintain 36 turn?
Hey, firm, climb and maintain 360.
And
5524.
Roger, we are close.
I do have a decel coming up here. I'm
Thank
going
you.
to crank back on the speed to 160.
Go 1046 airport. It's your.
So what
1
fighter
o'clock,
jet was
5 miles.
he
Report.
flying there, Chris? That's awesome, man.
We have airport inside.
Dave can fly a lot of different things, man. He's a really good sim pilot.
1046, clear to land, runway 20 left, wind is calm, QNH 1716.
Clear to land, 20 left, 1046, thank you.
Hoping we get on the air side of this cloud and we'll be a little bit more visual. As soon as I see Christ the statue on the right, nice. Yep, Christ the Redeemer. Alright, Gelut coming up. Will it automatically switch here? It didn't, so we're going to activate it. Activate-o potato. We have the destination data in. Again, 142, 137 is what we're looking at. And, yeah, that little that statue's over here on the hill somewhere.
2,500.
Checked.
Papa Tango Bravo Fox Hotel, tá pronto para ataque e decolagem.
Approach is on.
Papa
It's
Tango
armed.
Bravo Fox Hotel, vai decolar para frente? ou
Wasn't
vai
DCS something in Microsoft Flight Sim? I've been enjoying that myself. I have
Táxi para pista, Bravo Fox Hotel.
I've picked up a couple
Frente Papa Tango
fighter
Bravo
jets that
Fox
are
Hotel, táxi
pretty
ponto
dang
espera
cool.
alto, pista 20 da direita, QNH 10 no meio.
Alfa tá 0 da direita, ponto de espera, QNH 10 no meio, Bravo Fox Hotel.
Okay, I know we have time, but I'm nervous about the speed here. Nervous about the speed. I know we have a decel coming up here as well. And I'm going to do a little speed break just to try to get myself down into flaps range, because we should be 232, then going down to 198. So yeah, I want to get some flaps out here. Any statue yet? It's here somewhere. I probably won't be able to do a very good job at showing you guys this. Alright, flaps 1 out. I'm going to take control of the airspeed here and just take it all the way down to 160 right now. I'm not going to mess around. Just going to take it all the way down. And I do have visual conditions here, so once I get a little bit lower, I should hopefully see. It's basically a really hard right-hand turn here as we get around the horn.
Speedbird 22 Charlie está iniciando a descida pro nível 300.
Speedbird 22 Charlie, grato.
Yeah, I think that the Chrysler Redeemer is on the other side of that, so we may not be able to see it.
046, welcome to Rio,
That's
taxi
okay.
via Charlie and Juliet, position your discretion.
Okay, flaps. Whoopsie, that was not good. We are overspeeding our flaps there, darn it. I misread that, I thought it was 200. So a little bit of
Bravo
flap
Fox Hotel,
speed.
ponto de espera.
Hotel,
Correcting.
vento calmo, tá autorizada a decolagem e subida pro 0.
Sorry about that.
Aeronave tipo
Sorry about that. Make do.
Na 6 milhas final, pista 20 esquerda.
Black Box, I do know Black Box. Yep, he's the man. Always got a complete F-18 hardware setup for DCS. Oh heck yeah. Oh heck
Bravo
yeah.
Fox Hotel, no ponto de espera.
Tango Bravo Fox Hotel, vento calmo, QNH 10
There we go. So there's our guy here. So we're getting close.
No sentido da
My
20.
speed is getting close as
Aeronave
well.
Airbus A320, 6 milhas final, pista 20 esquerda.
Below 185 with the
Flaps
flaps 3.
decolagem, o Papa Tango Bravo Fox Hotel.
Let's do this.
Speedbird 22 Charlie.
There's my airport.
Possível direto Bushuk.
Autorizado direto Bushuk, 22
I'm gonna
Charlie.
go full flaps here.
Direto Bushuk 22 Charlie.
Speedbird 22 Charlie, autorizado descida para o nível de voo 200.
Coming up on
Descida
it.
pro 200, Speedbird 22 Charlie.
Coming up on it. Looking good. Looking good.
Emirates 5524, leaving my airspace. Radar service is terminated. Coordinated on advisory frequency 1228. Bye-bye.
TT Pony, thank you very much for your service, Emirates 5524, good night.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Good evening, November 4 Charles, passing 205 to 350.
November 4 Charlie Juliet, Curitiba Center, hello, continue climb to level 350.
Continue climb to 350 for
I'm gonna go down to my approach speed here because I got to make a hard right-hand turn here in just a second.
1,000.
Airport go 816. Airport set to your 2 o'clock, 4 miles. Report aircraft, report fitting site.
Build inside Air Portugal 816.
Airport to go 816. Runway 20 left. Wind is calm. QNH 1016.
Clear to land 20 left. Air Portugal 816. All right, 20 left. So we are off and looking good. Okay, I'm going to make my turn now. We're okay speed-wise. I should be at about 700 feet. I'm a little high, but not horrible overall.
100 above. The 1046, last time, Mr. Control.
No 046, prossiga, por favor.
Just like coming into Reagan.
Go no 046.
Continue.
Go 1046, say again.
Overshot it. Just a bit.
1046.
Overshot it a lot. We're all right. We can recover. We can recover. Sure why it's beeping at me here. Must think I'm low. Yeah, like I said, that was going to be a little bit more aircraft carrier than butter, but that's okay. We're not stopped yet, guys. We got to get stopped. Come on, baby. I should have went max. I should have went max. I'm on the checkerboard. If I would have went... Oh, hey, hello. If I would have been max braking, I think I'd have been okay. Alright, there we go. Which way do I don't even know which way I get off here. To the left, I think. Yeah. So, that was about a D-, but that was still pretty fun.
Perfect, 816, welcome to Rio de Janeiro. Taxi via Delta and Juliet, position your discretion.
Delta Juliet, Air Portugal 816. So, alright, well, like I said, only my second time doing that approach. Man, that's a kick in the butt. That is a kick in the butt. We're just going to take the first stand here and call it good, and then we're going to hop on
November
over
4, Charlie Juliet,
to
expect the Azalu 1 Alpha arrival for runway 20 left.
Papua New Guinea.
Azalu 1 Alpha 20 left for Charlie Juliet.
That was fun. That was fun. Alright, let's see. This looks like a pretty good spot. What you think? Let's do it. There we go. There we go, you guys. All right. Good enough. I'm not going to worry about doing the deboarding and all that stuff. It was kind of one of those, Bixie, no doubt about that. But what I am going to do is this. I'm going to go to the little standby screen, and I am going to make the swap out here to the one and only PC-6 Porter. So take a little break if you need it. It's probably going to take me 10 or 15 minutes to get things switched around, and I'll meet you in the Highlands. Yeah, Beethoven, I do the same thing when I'm flying into Reagan. I always just misjudge that turn, and so I always end up a little late, and then I have to kind of correct, and then sometimes that can get really ugly, but overall that wasn't too bad. I had the speed down, which helped me out a bunch, so I'll take that. All right. Getting her set up here, you guys. Again, thanks for your patience. Appreciate you hanging out, and we will be ready to go here shortly. I'm going to mute because I'm also going to take a little bit of a stretch break myself. So I'll give me about probably 5 minutes or so, and we'll be ready to go. All right, I need to make a little adjustment here. Let's spawn. If you're gonna fly with me, I've actually gave you the wrong airstrip. I gave you an airstrip that was in near Kathmandu. So let's do Alpha Yankee November Hotel. That's Nahu. Alpha Yankee November Hotel. So Nahu airstrip. Let's start there instead of Yawan. We'll have to do Yawan later on. And I apologize for that. So I'm loading in there, and that gives us about 90 miles of flying that we can do if we feel like doing that much. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. That guy spawned on a... Dang it. I spawned on a runway. Shoot. Thought I had it. Thought I had it. Thought I had it. Sorry, guys. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Try that again. What do we say? Alpha, Yankee, November Hotel, Nahu, airstrip, and there's our parking spot. All right, and then we will go. I'm just going to say, I don't know that we'll make it all the way over here, but we'll put this as the arrival. Yeah, you met. Like I say, it gives us about 90 miles and lots of airstrips in between. Yeah, we'll just kind of hit as many as we feel like hitting. If that's all right with you guys. You like the landing? You've seen many bad. Yeah. Well, again, I just think it's one of those landing south is harder for me because you're looking kind of through the little bit of a blind spot there. So that's part of it also. But I can make excuses until the cows come home. At the end of the day, like, I just have to be better at coordinating everything. All right, there we are. I'm going to take some of this business off of here. I don't need all this extra weight, but let's get connected up to VATSIM here. And 11816, it's not going to like me because I have a flight plan already filed. I'm going to try to get that out of there. And, yep, still didn't like it. You already have a flight plan filed. Different call sign. Okay, I do have an ad break coming as well, and I think I'm going to let it run because I have some config to do here first, and then we can just kind of get ready to rock and roll. So I hear that's all good. Passengers, I don't really, I'll keep the co-pilot in there just so we're balanced. And cargo config is good. Fuel, I don't need the external wing tank, so we're a little lighter here. 43 gallons. We'll see how far that gets us. And, yeah, I think that'll be all right. So, again, this is the Orbix Highlands bush pack, and they have made, I believe, 3 of them for Papua New Guinea. And you can kind of see just a really cool... like, just a really cool deal. We are going to generally be traveling eastbound, and we should have the overall course kind of already preloaded. This is one of the few times that I actually think that the flight planning feature is good in Microsoft Flight Sim.
Feels good to mingle with these laid-back country folk, don't it, Harry? I like it a lot.
Ooh, I got one more thing I got to take care of here, and I'll be right back. All right, we've got that's looking pretty good. I do have an ad break coming up here, like I say, in a minute, so All I'm going to do is just kind of get the aircraft rolling, and we will let it warm up a little bit here, so you're not going to miss anything. If you're not an ascriber, if you are an ascriber, thank you for being an ascriber. I also need to pull up a checklist here, probably. I'm still using the X-Plane Thuranda Porter checklist. And let's just say it's not 100% apples to apples here, but for the most part, it does do a pretty good job. Covers, locks, removed. Fuel needs to come on. Parking brake is set. Yes, it is. Yep. Doors are closed. All my levers are detent and cut off, or sorry, feather idle cut off. And all right, beautiful here. All of my switches are off. Avionics, all that stuff is off, bitty off. Sorry, battery can come on. We are going to go. Supposed to check fuel quantity here. And yep, out half tank. That looks good. I do have fuel pumps here, but those are for the external tank. So I don't have fuel pumps. That's one thing that's different in this plane versus the Thuranda plane. The Thuranda plane has the fuel pumps kind of down here that you turn on to start. But all right, let me see if I remember this. We're going to go starter switch for 2 seconds, and then ignition switch, and then we're going to go condition lever above 12% to ground idle. All right, so here we go. Starter, 1001, 1002, ignition, and we're already above 12%. So there's idle. Everything stayed green and happy, so I like that. That's good there. ITT did stabilize but below 650, so condition lever can go full forward now, and that's all fine. The gen can come on. The I should have had the nav lights on as well. Do I have nav lights over here? Where are my nav lights? If I was a nav light, where would I be? How about right here? I should have been on. I can turn those off. And oh, I have no idea what time I've set. It's real world, obviously, and real weather. Real time, real weather. Real world, real weather. Yes, all of those things. RPM's coming up. And I do have the sounds turned down just a little bit. Let me know if those are too low, but my the Airbus sounds were kind of kicking my butt a little bit here. Turn those guys down. Okay, that looks good. Everything is green and happy. As they say, avionics buses can come on here. And we should have that flight plan in. Oh, we don't. Fantastic. I don't even know. I don't remember what.
Pause. System test okay.
I don't even remember what the other aircraft's waypoint was. So you know what? We're gonna just start here, and we're just gonna we're gonna head east. We're just gonna see. I don't know if it'll show anything here. Like maybe we got something over here, possibly. Nope, that's I guess I shouldn't assume it's a right-hand turn. Am I facing north, or what direction am I facing right now? So I am facing north. So yeah, it's a little bit of a. We're going to depart pretty much straight out here, guys, and just just try to head eastbound and see, I guess, if we can run into any airstrips. I mean, I wanted to try to make it to where was it? Yalumet. Let me see if it has an airport code. Yalumet. Oh, it does actually have a AYYE. Let's see if that actually does something here. Because if I at least have an endpoint, and I know the general course. Why are we not? Come on, dude, you kidding me here? Alright, so Alpha Yankee Yankee Echo. No. Liar. Kilo Yankee X-ray is another code that I see for it. Kilo Yankee X-ray. No. 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 I'll be darned. Well, we kind of struck out, I guess. Yeah, AYYE, but it must not be. So it's, I mean, it's not in the nav database, basically. So, all right, that's okay. Yeah, it has no, always has AY in the amp. So, well, that's a bummer. I thought maybe we would get lucky with that. I have no, do I not have any? I don't have all my views set up here for some reason. Stand by, guys. I apologize. I thought I had all my views set up, but I do not. Okay, that's good there, and there. I do have that view set up. That's good. The number 2 view here, I don't remember what I had that for. Probably, yeah, I have no idea. Probably for my brake or something. Number 3 view is always over here, looking at these instruments. Oh, I know what number 2 view was. It was the iPad. 4, and then I need number 5 for this guy. All right, awesome. And then number 7, we're just going to use this view right here. Cool. I am looking for Yalumet Airport in Papua New Guinea, and I do have a little world airport code here, and it tells me Alpha Yankee Yankee Echo, which I don't have any doubt that that's the real world code, but it just doesn't, I don't have it in my Navigraph database, so that's the issue. So, but that, again, that's okay, because it'll just add to the adventure, right? Right, guys? I don't even think I can use anything here. I could cheat, I guess, and pull up the map for Microsoft Flight Sim. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Let's. So I do know I am here at Alpha Yankee November Hotel. So I am gonna put that in here, so I at least know where I'm starting, and I want to just for situational awareness. Oh, that I can't even put that in. Navigraph is basically worthless to me. My moving maps are basically worthless to me right now. So just so you know, that's all right. But we'll just make our way. Yeah, we'll just do the best we can. Eastbound and climbing to get over the top of the terrain. We may have to zig and zag. We've got a little bit of rain. I mean, it's the whole package, you guys. It is the whole package. So right now, I'm going to just say if we can find one airstrip and land, that'll be a success. Anybody flying along with me? Where are we again? I don't even know where. I don't even know where we are. All right, we're just. I'm not going to make any radio calls. We're just going to have some fun. What do you say? Is that allowed? We're okay to have fun, right? Here we go. If you're on the ground with me, I'm taxiing to take off downhill. some of these I do like because they test our beta. That's working good. The missionary bush pilot guy flies in here, but the guy that I really like that I've been watching a lot of is A Pilot's Life, and he flies an actual porter into some of these places, so it's really cool. And man, do they make it look easy. I'm just telling you what, they make it look easy. Alright, it's clearing up. We're good there. Lining up here for the most part, I think. Alright, let's whoops. I'm going to set a notch of flaps, and we're going to go, yeah, our trims look good. My plan is we do want to travel generally eastbound, so I'm going to just try to climb and see if I can pick my way through the terrain here a little bit. And yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. I do know if we get close enough on the map, it will show up, so we're just going to fly until we find something here. Beacon position light can come on. Don't need anything else on. All right, AYYE. I already tried that, and unfortunately, it didn't recognize it. Yep, nothing. I could put in, if I had the Latin long, I could put in a custom waypoint, but I just think let's just go fly. We're just gonna go fly. Okay, power up, power up, power up. I'm gonna get up on my phone book here a little bit so I can see. Don't want over torque, don't want over torque. We're coming off. We're rolling. Tail flying. Crosswind grabbing me. And we're up. Looks like, which way, I don't know which way is nicer. No.
Terrain
Neither.
ahead.
Yep.
Terrain ahead.
No, we're going to have to inhibit that. Oh, you know, the other thing I want to do is this. I want to get rid of
Terrain
you.
ahead.
Oh, get rid of there. Okay. You've completed a list from Google Earth. Oh man, nice. All right, flaps coming up here, and yeah, if I'm being honest, that way looks a little bit ugly. I actually think I'm going to set up my view right here for number 7. I'm just going to try to climb up and over this ridge. I think we can make it. We've got really good airspeed at this point in time. And yeah, we got just kind of storms all the way around us here, don't we? If I was a little more prepared, Beethoven, I would have made sure I had all this stuff put in. I want to bear east a little bit more than south, so I'm going to try to see if I can sneak my way over there. Unfortunately, it looks like the terrain rises a little bit to the east, but that's okay. We're doing good things. We're doing airplane things here. All right. Oh boy, that looks imposing over there, doesn't it? Holy cow. So Chris is saying the file that he shared, open that thing with the Google Earth. Okay, sweet. I don't know if I'll be able to do that while I'm in the middle of this, but I will look forward to checking it out. That's going to be 9, and then this is going to end up being 8. Right here. Okay, sweet. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly where we're going, but I think we're going to try to go around that guy. So does that mean we go that way a little bit and then back up to the north a little, or do we kind of try to sneak around it this way? I think we're going to try to sneak around it this way. So then we know for sure that we are at least up above terrain, and that'll be good. I wonder if there's any of the other... Chris, give me, if you don't mind, give me some of the other waypoints that... or some of the other airports that are in the area. Maybe that one doesn't work for whatever reason, but maybe there's another one that would work. Yeah, neither Navigraph nor Microsoft. I just was hoping, since it was an Orbix, like some of those get put in there. But, oh, you know what I could do? Again, it's kind of cheating, though. I do have those, I do have them marked on my Volanta. Yeah, we'll just fly. We'll just see what's happening here. There's one right there. Let's go up there and see what that one is. That's a heading of about 060. I'm gonna just, I see this other unincorporated field. We're gonna go up there to start. That'll give us a AYNA. That'll give us a little bit of a... That's the one you're talking about, I think, isn't it? Nope, you're talking Danagat. Okay, well, we got this one in 13 miles away. Well, at least that'll give us something to shoot for anyway. More climbing is the only bad part here, but again, we've got plenty of room to do this, and also good airspeed. The question mark will be visibility on the other side, won't it? But if we don't like this, we're just going to keep going along the spine here, and just like they'll pop up as we go. So but yeah, guys, this is the updated PC-6 Porter from Blackbird Sim. So if you haven't flown this guy in a while, they've went in, they've done some things. I don't know if it's now Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 compatible. Not 100% sure about that, but I do know that they've done a few different things, and I think it seems to be flying really nicely. We'll shoot the little gun sight here and take a look over the top. If we don't love it, I think our best bet is to escape to the right down the ridge line here. And yeah, I think that's going to be the
terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
I'm going to inhibit you there, lady. Yeah, there we go. We got a couple other fields coming up here. So if the weather's horrible, we will adjust. Then I got 253 and 2 nautical miles from Yalumet. Okay, all right. We're dead on with whatever this little place is, and then I think we're kind of getting into a few of these bush trips. Now I don't know which one of these, so just because we see these on the map doesn't necessarily mean
500.
part of the PNG Highlands package, but the other thing is, doesn't mean we're going to be able to find them here either. It's looking iffy down there, you guys. Okay.
500.
Check. Let's pull back here and
500.
beta descent needs to be, I think you need to be 90, I think it was 96, does that sound right? 95, 90 knots or less before you can do beta descent. So we're going to get into the wide arc here. And we're going to just do a little beta descent, and we're going to try to pitch to maintain about 60 if we can. And just drop down here. Oh yeah, it's loving that. I know. Yeah, I didn't execute that very well. I'm not great at the beta descent, but we're trying to shoot this little sucker hole here. Yeah, and I've got too quick now. Alright, let's level. Let's get the airspeed off. Try to do this again. IFR, yep, I follow ridges, baby. Alright, so down we go, and again we can go. I'm going to actually put a notch of flaps in. Maybe we'll just try to do a little idle descent with some flaps. I have no idea what the elevation of this airfield is, and yeah, I'm not loving the clouds. You're saying Ninka left of you is Ninka on top of the mountain? Yeah, I ain't gonna get there, I'm afraid. I think this is our best bet here, is just to try to get to over the top of this. And again, I have no idea where it's at. I'm just hoping it's below the clouds here so I can see it. I almost feel like this is something right there, but this first one is just going to be a little flyover inspection pass. And boy, how do I'm really boxing myself in here, aren't I? Like, there's no easy way out of here. This is not good. It's on the ridge, you're saying? Oh boy. Okay. Well, I think all I can do is I know that I'm up above the terrain, so I can, if I can come back around this way, I guess, and fly back up and over the top. But what I'm probably going to try to do is, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it's closing in on us down here, something fierce. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. We may just have to do a little bit of a weather adjustment here. Up on the ridge, Beethoven is confirming. All right, very nice. So we'll fly over here. So it's going to be kind of a runway 12. Yeah, kind of a run 1230 situation here, maybe. All right. Okay, speed looks pretty good, honestly. Does this have wind? I don't know that it has wind on it. Got a little out of trim there. I don't want to get too slow just yet. I think 80. 80 is a pretty good pattern altitude speed. I'm coming right up on it, guys. Am I on it? Am I over the top of it? Where is it here? Oh, right over the top of it, just like right now. Okay, cool. So I remember this one. We're going to make a left-hand turn, and we're going to land back up that ridge. I completely missed that. It's a 340. All right, sweet. There it is. Yikes. I can't fly much of a pattern here, can I? Holy moly. All
500.
right, we're going to give it a turn and take it in. We'll see what happens. Getting a little slow. Yep, sorry. Where are you? Did I get too low? Might have got a little too low. I do that on these little mountain strips. I might have lost track of it here. I have indeed lost track of it. Alright, so we're... Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm off. Alright, I'm going to have to... Let me get lined up again here. And this orientation... This is definitely the way to land. This is the uphill. And so this is about a... I'm going to estimate about a 120. That look about right. And I am now currently at 5,000, like 6,000 feet. So I'm going to say we're at about 5,500 for our landing. All right, let's try that again. Left across. Take it out there a little ways. Don't descend. Don't descend. I want to stay at 6,000. Yeah, see, I'm already lost 300 feet. I don't want to do that. Climb back up to 6,000. That was a pretty good altitude, I think, to make my approach. Boy, we're racing the storm. I feel like the storm is just closing in, coming right down the valley here, isn't it, you guys? Holy moly. Alright, where am I? Yeah, I'm low already. I can't even see the airfield. It's right there on the hill. There's my houses. Okay, let's get back up to 6,000. There's 6,000. Who's texting me? I don't know. It's the villagers. They're saying, please don't land here. Please don't land here. Oh, man, I can't take it out very much further is the problem. That storm is just coming right at us. Oh, my Lord. This is going to be awesome. All right, there's 6,400. That's probably high enough, don't you think? I can vaguely see it. Yeah, I can vaguely see it. We're good. We're good. I'm going to take it just a little further. I'm going to wash the mud off the tires here, and then we'll turn inbound. Yep, the dogs are warned. That's right. I love that when the missionary bush pilot makes his calls and says that. Clear all the animals off the runway. Okay, are we better now? Yes, I see it. I see it. Looks good. Maybe even a touch high, but oh, we're actually well high. Let's descend a bit here. Beta.
500.
We're supposed to not make turns in beta, so hey, this is just looking like my approach into Santos Dumont here. Overshooting it. Unstable. Unstable. Will I get it stopped? Will I stop on the checkerboard? Yeah, this one's not passing my Papua New Guinea bush pilot test, that's for sure. Is it me or have the trees growing in around here a little bit? Okay. Alright, we're down. We are down. Well, your first one's your worst one, right? That's how it works with me anyway. Welcome. We got to get out of here before the storm hits us here, don't we? I think that storm's coming our way. All right. Yeah, don't tip over, please. Got to go beta to stop. Okay, so we are looking to go to the little further. Oh, right behind us, actually. So turn, get the heck out of here. Let's rock and roll. Going to go 2 notches of flaps for this guy. And I honestly, I have no idea if we're going to be able to get out of here and not hit trees. Let's do it. Coffee's kicking in, man. I'm going to need another bathroom break here. Tail's flying. Missed the bush. Okay, we did all right. Straighten her out. We're flying. We are flying right into the rainstorm. Oh my. This is sketchy. Or this storm is going to be chasing us the whole way, isn't it, Beethoven? Thanks, buddy, by the way. I appreciate your help, man. All right. Climbing a little bit here. I have no idea. No idea how high to go, but we'll figure it out. High enough to cross the terrain, right? Isn't that the rule? Looks a little nicer that way than it does that way. Oh man, I gotta get a picture of that. That's good stuff. Alright, back in. Oops, climby. Old-timey climby. I could fly to Tepic on a 133. So I don't know if that's where I'm heading here. Is that what AYBC is? That's where I'm heading, sir. Is that Tepic? It's about the heading you're telling me. About a 133. I think that might be where we're going. I like your thinking. Okay, currently 7,000. Looks like we're going to need at least 8.5, maybe a little more to get over the top. AYTP. Oh no, we're going to AYBC. So Tepic. Not seeing Tepic. That's ominous. There's Tepic, probably right there, isn't it? Is that Tepic? Let's turn around. Let's go get Tepic. That's interesting that that didn't show up. I bet that's Tepic right there, buddy. Good old outside view. Helped us out, but that... Oh, there it is. No, never mind. We're not there yet. This is the one we were aiming for. Okay, cool. Now I just got to figure out how to get down to it. The other one was Bambu. Okay. Alright. Flaps coming out. Let's make the turn. Let's take a little inspection pass here. We'll see how it looks. Feel like I'm a little high. Alright, where are you, Bambu? Not sure. Coming around. Is that us off our... Is that us off our nose there? Maybe. Alright. Why do I feel like it was more over there? No, I think this is it. Alright. Little inspection run here. Let's see if we can find the airstrip. Okay, there's the airstrip. It appears like this is a little bit uphill, so I'm going to call that my runway heading. Somewhere about 240. And I'm currently at 7,000 feet, so that's not a horrible altitude to be at. Maybe 7,500 would be a good pattern altitude. I got a place down there too, don't I? What is down there? They're all over the place. Once you get in here, there's like the each pack has several strips. There might be one on that other ridge over there even. So basically everywhere you see houses and stuff, there's places to land usually. Alright, let's make our turn here. Definitely would be a little easier coming landing eastbound, but I think you're landing downhill if you do it that way. Does this little place have? We'll just take a little gander as we fly over and just see if it has an airstrip. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right. I've let my altitude slip a little bit here. Let's get back up 7,500. And the Orbix actually, it has a nice map with it, and I just need to be like, I should have had it out. I just didn't plan very well, Chris. But thanks for the info. I like looking at the stuff that you send me. Okay, I need 7.5 here. Ooh, and we're cutting in on our pattern. We're not doing a very good downwind here. And yes, I see you coming, Mr. Storm. Right, let's get back on the downwind. Let's climb to 7,500. Probably going to be limited here just by this hillside. I won't be able to probably get all the way up where I want it to be. Got to get up high enough to see the airstrip. I'm right on top of it right now. Yeah, got to be kind of screwed this pattern up, I think, guys. I'm going to have to add a little power. And all right, there's 7,500. We're now on the left base. Am I going to miss the hill? I am. Okay, cool. Let's pull some power here. Let's see if we can see our runway. I think I've got it. Let's turn inbound. Yeah, we might be all right. It's not horribly uphill. Well, gosh, now that I look at this, maybe we're landing downhill now. All right, well, we're committed, and we've got an easy go around on this guy, so I feel okay about this. Flaps are set. At least the winds are light, despite the storm coming in. It's fairly light winds. We're still flying, by the way. There we go. It was not wanting to land. Alright, we'll stop here. Pull off on taxiway Alpha. And kind of, oh, hey, hello. Let's get ourselves off the runway. I got to take a little time out, guys. I've been going for a little bit. I got to stretch. So this will be all right here. Set the parking brake and all right. Give me a second here. We'll figure out where we're at, and yeah, we'll go hit a couple more. All right, Chris, you're out of here. Well, again, as always, my friend, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I think we're going to hit one or two more probably and be done ourselves. But have a great night, sir. We'll catch you on Thursday, hopefully. I'll be back. Where are we? Officially. Bambu. Yep, elevation. We were pretty close with our 7,500 as being our pattern altitude, so that's cool. All right. Well, I do think we need to hit at least one more. What does it look like here? So BC is that's one we've already hit. Right? Nope, that's what we hit. So BC, this is where we are. Here's Tepic. So if we turn around and depart, we're pretty much runway heading. We can go to Tepic. And that's on about a, what, 150, 140-ish heading, somewhere in that range. Alright, so let's, I've got flaps set. My trims are actually in a pretty good spot. Wow. Adjust my shirt tail. We're ready to go. Taxi to the end here and be on our way. Peek over the top. That big old crazy turbine engine. What an airplane. It's a shame they don't make these anymore. Alright, that looks good. Condition lever coming full forward here. How am I doing on fuel, by the way? Oh, we're in good shape. Been running this baby nice and conservative like. So again, we want actually it'd be a little bit of a right-hand turnout, I guess, depending on weather and terrain. Coming forward, holding those brakes. Short field technique here. Short field technique. Holding. I think we're good there. Let's ride. Yeah. Torquey. Oh boy. She's a little bit squirrely this time. 60. And let's fly. Zoop. Probably could turn and follow this valley a little bit. Looks like a pretty nice escape. I do think the weather looks a little bit better this way than it does behind us, so maybe it's a sign. All right, bringing the flaps up. Power comes back a little. On our way to Tepic. We'll see how I feel after this one here, maybe one more, but it is getting on a little bit here, and want to make sure that I do get a little sleep. I didn't sleep very good last night. It was one of those nights where I was really achy, and I'm like, I better not be getting sick. And it just ended up just being old man creaks, and a couple of ibuprofen later, I was good to go. But I moved out to the couch because I was just tossing and turning, and I knew I was probably keeping my wife awake, so I am a little tired tonight. Not much that'll pull me away from bush flying in Papua New Guinea, but the fact that it's only Tuesday, that's maybe something. Yeah. Hopefully you guys have had fun, though. Can't be peeking too closely, can I? Can't be. Alright. Over the top we go. Oh, it looks really nice over the top of the ridge here, doesn't it? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
500.
Check. Okay, I better start thinking a little bit about power management here because we're right on it. Yeah, right on it. Peek over the nose. I've missed both of the other two places. I've had to hop outside and cheat a little bit. Probably gonna have to do that here again. There it is. So head down the valley and land coming back up, it looks like to me, don't you think? Can I hop over the other side of this ridge line maybe and descend? Come around the bottom corner right down there, or should I keep it on the same side? Or maybe just take the ridge down. Hello, Tepic. It's down there a ways, isn't it? Alright, let's pull back. Let's get some flaps in. Get the speed off. Do all that good stuff. I need to come in here with the H145 here at some point, don't I? Alright, couple notches of flaps coming out. And we'll just work our way down. I'm going to work around the I'm going to work around this edge and kind of try to bring it back around like so. Kind of go from there, see how that treats us. And have I lost Tepic? Why does it feel like I've lost Tepic? There it is. Just zoomed out a little bit. Alright. Something over there, maybe? Who knows? There are some
500.
There are some fields that are just like they show up on the map, the actual satellite imagery, and
500.
The sim puts in buildings and stuff kind of where they're at, so that it's quite possible that there's an airstrip up there as well, but I don't believe it's part
500.
of the Orbix scenery. But some of those actually don't look that bad, and actually there's a couple of mods that are out there on the TO that are just they're like default PNG airstrip improvement mods, and those are kind of cool. I downloaded one of those one time, and I thought it
500.
worked quite nicely. It didn't really do much as far as the buildings and stuff, but it sure did. It sure did make the airfields nice. I got too low here, didn't I? I got too low. I might have to make a little inspection pass. I'm over here. I think I'm too low. There's us. Okay, well, we're going to have to do that. Again, that's 6,000. I'm at 6,500 right here.
500.
And actually, that's not even my airfield. Oh boy. Where am I? I'm up a ways. I'm up a ways. So I got way too low, apparently. I'm just kind of looking at my map here, and I'm pretty much right on it, but yeah, oh, I see the airfield. Hey, we might be okay. I am a little bit low. I'm going to try to correct and see if I can't salvage this. I've got 2 notch of flaps out right now. Oh, we might be okay here, you guys. We might be okay. And I just want to carry enough airspeed to match the slope. That's the main thing here. Down we go. I don't think the airstrip starts quite down here just yet. Boy, you listen to the missionary bush pilot guy, and he really has all of these numbers just committed by, you know, memory, as far as like if it's a, you know, 8-degree slope, I add 2 knots of airspeed, and like he has all of that stuff. Just, you can tell that he's just lived that airspace his entire career basically, and he just, it's really fun to listen to those guys flying up here, because they do all that math just automatically. All right. Oh, hey, we got another we got another bush plane up here, don't we? I forgot about that. That's cool. Oh, I need to go up a little further, don't I? All right. Let's I tell you what. Let's take a look at. Let's see if we can find one more on the map here, and maybe we'll just do one more landing and call it good. If I was smart, I would stop while I'm ahead, but what the heck. Whoops, that was a bad lineup. Bob in the tail. This is a wicked departure because, as you can see, it really slopes down and away, and like you almost need to get airborne earlier than you think, because at the bottom then it kind of does one of these lip ups, but it's not like an aircraft carrier launching deal. It's like a bend your propeller deal. All right, flaps are where? Do I have 2 notches of flaps in? I think I do. Yeah, I do. Trims are actually not horrible. Fuel quantities are still looking good. All this stuff is good here. Yeah, I think we try for one more. What the heck? One more. So if we keep going the direction we're going, do I see anything close? No, I don't. Well, I know that there's got to be more out here, so I think let me find my map here. There we go. Bush strips map. Let me see if I can. Where are you there? Crap, I can't find where that map is. It's moved. Used to just be able to search for it. Now it's somewhere else. Dang. All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Let's get going. Let's keep going east and see if we can find something. So essentially, we just need to keep. We're gonna just go runway heading here, and just keep rolling, because I think, like I said, I think we have some more coming up here in the not too distant future. So. And I'm not quite ready to be done just yet. Almost, but not quite. All right, let's do it. Enough talking. Let's do it. Sound all right to you guys? Anybody still here? Okay, we're flying. Or we're rolling, I should say. There's some squirreliness. Here's our slope. There's 60 and 70. I'm going to start flying right here. That little hill down at the bottom is a widow maker, so we like to stay away from it. Alright, flaps coming up. Power back a little bit here. And yeah, let's just go right through the valley and see what we see. I know there are a ton. What do we have over here? Did I end up saying that was nothing? That's part of this, right? That could be something. That's probably something, isn't it? Yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna go if I tell you what, if we get going a little bit and we don't see something, we'll come back and we'll hit that strip that's right next to Tepic. Ooh, wait, do I see? Keep your eyes peeled. Any buildings? Any buildings, guys? That's what we're looking for. And they are sometimes very close together. I see buildings, guys. This might be it. This might be our last spot. There's nothing really marked there, so let's just kind of overfly and see what we see. And up on this ridge, do we got something? I'd be surprised if we don't. And well, yes we do. Look at that short little stubby mixed stub face. Wow, that sucker. Alright, that'll be a challenging one to finish off the day, won't it? Alright, well, let's we said that to me that looked like it was kind of going like about 150-ish. We're definitely going to do a flyover and check this guy out. Notch of flaps coming out here, and since he's not really showing up here, I'm almost feeling like it's potentially just one of the defaults, which that's okay. Although no, the buildings and stuff look way too nice to be default. What's my altitude? About almost 7,000 feet. Okay, so let's come around. We'll just fly up that ridge line and we'll take a peek at it. Looks a lot like the first strip that we landed at, if I'm being honest, with the exception of the big storm wasn't quite as close, or isn't quite as close to us now. Yeah, right up on that ridge line. This will be a little inspection pass. I already feel like I'm too low. Let's climb. Let's get to 7,000. Can we get to 7,500 here maybe before we turn final? Maybe. That would be a pretty good... Yeah, this actually isn't looking bad. Let's just, let's try set... wait. Am I almost at 8,000? Alright. I don't know. Second notch flaps. Yeah, we're at 7,100 right now. And... I am a little
500.
A little bit low, but I'm not hating this. Let's just take a little sniff here and see what we think. If we don't love it, go around. If we don't hate it, maybe we'll just take a shot at it right here, guys. This is a short strip, that's all I know. This might be the shortest one we've hit so far. Here comes speed, that looks pretty
500.
Good. Check. I got trees. This is making me feel like this is not one of the Orbix one, because they don't usually, they take care of the trees a little bit better for us. Oh no, there's a little cone there. Oh boy. Yep, I would be dead here, wouldn't we? I messed that up. Let's try it again. Came in on the wrong side of the trees. I have my runway heading just right though, and my Altitude is 6,900. So let's try that again. Come in on the left-hand side of the trees.
Afgeek Central. He's a legend.
What's going on, my friend? Long time no see. Hello. Happy spring, buddy. Dozens of city tours on VATSIM, and you finally got around to doing one. Oh, I can't wait to check that out. I got to try to get on the ground here at this little airstrip first there, but welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, that's quite nice. That is lovely. Avgeek, you're just about done with the school year, my friend. You have lots of exams coming up here in the last month or so. How's life? How's things? How's the wife and kids, the job, everything? It's been a while, man. Catch me up. What's happening in your world? You guys can check out that picture that Avgeek sent. Alright, so that little... This threw me off. I almost thought that was the runway to start, but it's up here. And I gotta stay left of that menacing tree. 7,700. That should be pretty good for my altitude. I've got landing flaps set. I'm getting moved a little bit to the right, so we've got a little crosswind going on here. Okay, let's take it out here and let's start to see if we can work this approach a little bit better this time. May or may not have taken a tree out on that last one, but definitely starting to get tired, I can tell. Finals, I'll have plenty of finals over here. Yeah, cool. That's kind of the spring, right? We're getting ready to do our state testing tomorrow, so... And you're working on getting your PPL at the same time. Dude, that's awesome, man. I'm so happy for you. I am so happy for you. That's awesome. Trying to work on getting your medical. Sweet. Alright, here we go, yous guys. Let's try this again. This is the better line. I tried to go the wrong side of that tree last time, but it's not the tree's not a problem anymore because I chopped it down on my last approach. Oh yeah, this is much better. Much better. Man, it's hard to see. This is really a
500
camouflage runway here, isn't it? Getting on the beta right away here. Match the slope. Slide it over. I think that tree's in the wrong spot. I really do. It's gonna be a plunker, you guys. That's okay. And we're there. We are there. Pull up next to this place here. Hopefully they got a little coffee going because I'm out. And wrap this evening up. See, this is definitely one of the airstrips because it has the custom signage. But I wonder why it didn't show up on my GTN. It's interesting. All right, where would you park? Here. Probably not here, but we're gonna park here. Bro, tree. Hey, let's have a little walk around here. Let's see where we're at, shall we? Wait a second. Drone cam. Why is my drone cam not working? Alright, maybe my drone cam's not going to work here. Oh, there we go. Oops, hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, she's out there collecting some... feeding the geese. Nice. Oh, you got to have the chicken riding the pig. Yep, that's a classic. That's a classic. Freaking what the heck? thought that was like an alligator. I'm like, I didn't know they had alligators up in the mountains of PNG. But all right, what is this? What is this joint? Oh, those guys are having a little barbecue. Isan. Aha, very good, very good. Very nice. Yep, probably the best, I don't know, probably grand total $30 for 3 Orbix packs, but like there's probably, I don't know, 35, 40 airstrips just like this, just all over the place. So if you got a little extra sim money and you're just looking for something to do that's a little different, man, this is good stuff. Good stuff. All right, well, let's hop back in, let's shut down, and let's call it a night, you guys. It's a great Tuesday night. Parking brake sets. We're going to turn the avionics off. We're going to turn all of this stuff off as well. And we can go to cutoff. And bing and bing. Very nice, very nice. All right, all right. Well, let's find a nice little spot for an outro shot. Oh, that looks lovely. And we'll wrap it up. All right, again, as always, thanks for hanging out, you guys. I know it's a Tuesday night and everybody's tired, so thanks for coming in, spending some time. Hopefully it helped you unwind a little bit, and you'll be able to sleep that much better tonight. Have a great day tomorrow. Texas One Flyboy, thanks for 36 or 35 months. Appreciate you. As always, my friend, you retired dog. I'm about to join you here, man. I've got about 18 work days left is all, but who's counting? Who's counting? I am back to, let's see, sorry, off tomorrow, back on Thursday, and gonna do something a little different. Gonna be flying to Toronto Thursday, but I'm gonna head north, actually, and I'm gonna be flying in the BAE 146. And then I have a, speaking of fighter jets, I have a F-35 plan, flight planned. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. I do want to fly a fighter jet, but I don't know if it's going to be the F-35 or not. So stay tuned. Stay tuned on that. But for sure, we're going to do the Toronto Thursday thing. Again, that's Midnight Zulu, 6 o'clock in the Mountain Time Zone where I live. So hopefully you can be around for that one. I'm going to send you over to Slant Alpha. Most of you are already there, but we'll make it official. Thanks again, guys. It was an awesome night. Can't wait to fly with you again. I will see you over at Slanty's channel. And yeah, guys, have an awesome rest of your Tuesday. Take care.